The place is like full of gold and silver worth millions upon millions of dollars. Look at the size of these things. My God. The places you buy jewelry around China, the jewelry generally passes through here at Shui Bei. Like, this would never happen in the UK. Not in a million years. Somebody would be grabbing that and running off with it. It's just unbelievable here. I can't imagine on a busy day here how much money must change hands. 20-gram bar of gold, and the price today is 18,640 RMB. So this great big stone here is 11,000 RMB. The price of diamonds has dropped by about 90%. This place is just thronging with people. The West End, the economy is not doing well here in China. Come here, I'd strongly do.
英国人走进深圳水贝后，第一反应不是羡慕，而是难以置信。这么多黄金公开摆着，为什么没人抢？价值数百万的金条和珠宝触手可及，顾客可以直接拿起查看，商家却没有如临大敌，现场交易照常进行。他马上想到英国，同样的画面如果出现在自己的国家，商家担心的恐怕不是卖不卖得掉，而是能不能保得住。这一刻，他震惊的已经不只是中国治安，而是安全竟然能够直接变成商业效率，甚至影响一件商品最终卖多少钱。更颠覆认知的是，水贝并非普通商场，而是一套集加工、批发、零售和直播销售于一体的庞大珠宝产业链。当西方还在反复唱衰中国经济，深圳水贝却挤满了购买黄金的人。现实与舆论在这里正面撞上，这里却人挤人的购买黄金，线上线下同时成交，真实现场与外部叙事形成猛烈碰撞。而最让英国人破防的是，同类珠宝在这里可能便宜一半，选择反而更多。这背后拼的根本不是低价，而是完整供应链。他原本只是来逛一座珠宝市场，最后看到的却是中国的安全、效率和产业能力如何同时拉开与英国的现实差距。接下来，让我们跟随外国博主的镜头，看看这个遍地黄金的中国市场究竟是如何一步步击碎他过去对中国的认知。
Today I'm in Shui Bei, Shenzhen. Now, not many people have heard of Shui Bei, but it's the largest gold and jewelry trading hub in the whole of China. If you've purchased any gold jewelry in China, the chances are at some point it's passed through this place, Shui Bei. This place is not just one market, it's a whole ecosystem. There are numerous buildings and it covers about a kilometre square in total. So, without further ado, let's go and have a look. You can literally spend a whole day here, and the thing is, it's not just for retail. They do sell to retail, but actually this is more of a wholesale centre. So literally most of the buyers, the jewellery stores all around China, buy their gold and jewellery from this place here. You've got all these are gold bars. This is a kilogram of gold. You've got 500 grams, 200 grams, right the way down. You've got all the different shapes. These are Chinese fish, which is very lucky in Chinese. For Chinese people, gold is something that a lot of more wealthy Chinese people invest in. They love physical gold, and this is an absolutely massive market. You know, there's multiple floors in this building. The gold is priced on the daily international gold price. Nothing's fixed, so many stores will actually display the gold price of what it is on that particular day. Right now it's a little bit low, so it's actually a good time to buy. So today's price, this is a 20-gram bar of gold, and the price today is 18,640 RMB. So as well as gold, they also do all kinds of gemstones, and this is a place that deals in pearls as well as gold. There's some beautiful pearls here. Look at these. Wow. There's a lot of gemstones here. Got rubies, sapphires, emeralds. But I think these are lab ones here. They're not all natural. Interestingly, lab diamonds now account for more than 50% of the market in the US, and the price of diamonds has dropped by about 90% because you've got some massive industries now in China that are producing huge amounts of lab diamonds, and it's almost impossible to tell the difference. That's how good they are. That's really driving the market. And actually diamond is not a good investment nowadays because the price is coming down so fast. But one thing in China, when a woman gets married, if the family is reasonably wealthy, they will buy the bride a lot of gold. It's very common to buy gold for weddings for the bride in China. And there's actually one of the stores just here, and this is all about gold for when you get married. So I actually think this is not attractive at all, but it's very, very common in China to have like those bracelets and these kind of necklaces during weddings. This is all also wedding kind of jewelry here. With bangles. Wow, what a lot. It's hard to imagine how much value there must be in gold in just one store like this. Never mind the whole of the building, but just think how much value is in gold just there. Incredible. So again, something which is super popular in China is jade. And this is a store that's selling jade. Wow, what a lot. I'm actually not a big fan of jade, but I see a lot of people wear it. Actually, this is probably one of the most sort of pieces you see often on women wearing these jade bracelets. But I don't know, I can't decide whether it's a sort of middle-aged to older women's thing. I do see some young Chinese girls wearing it, but not so many. I often see more middle-aged women wearing it. So here there's a case full of silver bars, like 1 kilogram bars, 500 gram bars. You notice there's actually nobody here. Again, this is something that's just mind-blowing here. The place is like full of gold and silver worth millions upon millions of dollars, and there's no issue. You know, you can stand at one of the counters, they'll just hand you a 500 gram bar of gold to touch and mess with. There's no way in the UK that had happened. I doubt whether that had happened in most European countries or the US, because there'd be people literally will just grab it in their hand and make a run for it. But no such problem here. You know, there's just gold and silver and precious gems everywhere, and there's just no hassle. I can't even see any security people about. You know, that's just the difference with China, where people it just doesn't happen. You know, I could imagine if this was in England, you'd have two guys arrive on a fast motorbike, full face helmets, they're charging it, smash all the glass, fill a bag, and they'd be off. It's just, but here, you just have none of that. It's just so safe. It's just mind-blowing how much is here, you know. Look, you see how much Chinese people love gold. Look at all the people trading here. Look at the size of these things. My God. Every kind of jewelry you can find. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is the place where most of the traders, most of the jewelry stores, most of the places you buy jewelry around China, the jewelry generally passes through here at Shui Bei. So this is a machine that is used to count the money, and like this would never happen in the UK. Not in a million years somebody would be grabbing that and running off with it. It's just unbelievable here how it's so different to England. Again, just a tray of gold rings just left on the top of the counter. I mean, although, as I said, there's not much visible security, there are cameras everywhere in here. Every store has like loads of cameras pointing to the counter, pointing on you when you're handling the stuff. But the thing is, that wouldn't deter people in the West because, like I say, they would just put masks on or helmets, come and do a smash and grab, boom, man, it'd be gone. But that just doesn't happen here. So right now, a lot of Westerners will keep talking about how depressed and bad the Chinese economy is. When you come to a place like this, it really seems as though that's not the case. I mean, there's a lot of people buying and selling a lot of gold here, or buying a lot of gold for sure. I mean, it's a holiday today, so it's not as busy as it normally is, but it's still pretty busy. But you know, there's just a lot of people here. I can't imagine on a busy day here how much money must change hands. Must be incredible. So something else that goes on here. This young lady here, she's live streaming. So they're not only selling from here, they're also selling online. She's got a collection here that she's live streaming to. Do you go Douyin? Taobao. Oh, so she's live streaming on Taobao. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, this is something here, right, that I think it's absolutely gross, but this is very popular for weddings as well. Like these necklaces, they're like gold pigs. But I really don't like these at all. This place is just thronging with people. The West End, the economy's not doing well here in China. Come here and I'd strongly disagree. So this is a place that sells stones, look. Oh, look at the size of these. Wow. Is this lab?
Yes.
Yes?
Lab.
Wow. 这个多少钱?
这个多少钱?
Right, comes a calculator, and she's going to calculate the price for me.
这个11000多.
So this great big stone here is 11,000 RMB. I don't know what that is in dollars, but I'll put it on the screen. But look at all of those, and then they got all the stones which they make into rings over here. Look, absolutely beautiful. 很漂亮. What's interesting is most people think that jewelry comes from these like luxury boutiques, but the reality is most of the jewelry comes from places like this, manufacturing hubs. There's a complete jewelry ecosystem and supply chain right here in Shenzhen, and it's very little known because actually most people, when you talk about Shenzhen, they think robotics, high tech, AI, but this is yet another industry that's evolved here in Shenzhen over the last 40 years or so. And it's very, very impressive. It's only my second time ever here, but it's super, super impressive. And you can pick up some absolute bargains. I would say it's at least 50% cheaper than buying similar jewelry in the UK. And you can get all price ranges. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, I hope you like that video. It's a bit different to my normal stuff, but it gives you an insight that many people don't know. So if you are visiting Shenzhen, come and check out Shui Bei Jewelry Market and pick up a nice piece of jewelry for your favorite lady in your life. But anyway, from Shui Bei in Shenzhen, as always, for now, take care.
看完深圳水贝，真正震撼的不是遍地黄金，而是这些财富为何能在中国如此安全高效的流通。当外界还在唱衰中国经济，这位英国博主看到的却是人潮、交易和远低于英国的价格。安全、供应链和效率正在拉开真实差距。所以问题来了，到底是中国被低估了，还是西方根本不了解中国？欢迎评论区说出你的答案，点赞并订阅频道，下一位外国博主的中国之旅可能会带来更大的认知崩塌。